Hi everyone, how are you today? Welcome back to Pacific Front channel. In the civilian world, we often see some products from a foreign brand manufactured and sold in the customer country. In Indonesia, for example, many consumer goods, automotive products, and electronics from foreign brands are made or manufactured in Indonesia. I have had this thought for a while now. Why not do the same thing for the defense equipment? What if we allow foreign defense companies to come and build factories in Indonesia? The basis of my question is Australia. Besides Australian shipyard Austal, I don't really recognize other defense companies with Australian origins. But they have big names in the defense industry operating in their country. BAE Systems, Saab, Rheinmetall, and Hanwha Defense, for example, all have local facilities in Australian soil. Not only do these companies provide continuous support for Australia's defense capability, investing in facilities, and provide jobs to the local population, they are directly involved with the Australian Department of Defense to make defense equipment as well. The Bushmaster and the Ghostbat from Thales and Boeing Australia are some of the results. Isn't that great? They are infusing their expertise into a specific defense market. So for this benefit, I think we should follow what Australia does. But why should those companies come and open their facility in Indonesia? Indonesia, with its large armed forces, surely needs a huge quantity of military equipment. We have a long-term defense modernization plan, we already have a domestic defense industry with a skilled workforce, and we offer a lower production cost. And the government themselves have prepared some legal basis to support it. In 2012, they passed Law Number 16 on Defense Industry, which in summary obligates transfer of technology from foreign defense procurement to domestic defense industry. On Job Creation Act of 2020, the government want to make it easier for foreign companies in several sectors, including defense and security, to do business and investing in Indonesia. And in Presidential Regulation Number 49 of 2021, allow foreign defense companies to invest and hold a maximum of 49% of ownerships, or in case of strategic interest, may exceed that with the approval of the defense minister. However, for now, this can only be done with state-owned defense companies. I think those legal bases and the potential market that we have are good enough to invite foreign companies. But why aren't so many companies interested in investing in Indonesia? Some of the reasons you must already know. The first one is the defense budget. Indonesia's defense budget from 2012 to 2021 never surpassed 0.7% of GDP. And Jens forecast there will be no increase for the next couple of years. With only several billion dollars in defense spending and only a fraction of that is spent in defense procurement, Indonesia's defense market is not attractive yet. Second, due to Indonesia's free and active foreign policy, it's hard for the country of origin to consider Indonesia as allies or potential enemy, because some countries might only want to release export licenses to allies. That's why despite having shares in the KF21, the US and South Korea are still reluctant to share their key technologies with us. Third, although Indonesia already has a domestic defense industry, we must admit that after the 98 monetary crisis, our domestic technology advancement is lagging behind. We can make planes, we can make armored vehicles, and we can build naval vessels. But the technology contained inside is not so advanced, which also poses a derivative problem such as stagnation in workforce competence. This technology gap and the hurdle to train new recruits might make potential companies reluctant to invest in Indonesia. Lastly, and probably the most important question for foreign company is, can they make profit by operating in Indonesia? Because at the end of the day, every business want to make profit, right? Is opening a local facility will be more profitable than selling their product directly? Will they have a lasting presence here for decades to come? All depends on the government's action to convince them. First, they must put more commitment into the defense sector. By commitment, I mean funding. By putting more funding into defense procurement, will directly or indirectly attract the attention of foreign companies to do more business with us. The laws that I mentioned before can be the legal basis to invite them to build local facilities. However, I think there must be flexibility for investment option for them. Take the 2021 presidential regulation for example, allowing foreign companies to open up local facilities, but they can only hold a maximum of 49% ownerships of technology that they bring in, won't make them come at all. The regulation says they can hold more ownerships if it's a strategic interest, but what constitutes strategic interest and how much shares they can hold is not mentioned. In my opinion, letting them partner with local companies, both state-owned or private ones, and allowing them to hold up to 70 to 75% ownerships with an option for local companies buying more shares later on might be better. Moreover, the government should also offer incentive for companies who build local facilities. By giving them a tax holiday or deduction of import and export taxes will make foreign companies more interested in moving in. And lastly, the government must guarantee that they will buy their products, not only one or two, but in enough quantity to justify this company's investment. In summary, inviting foreign defense companies to build facilities in Indonesia can support Indonesia's defense capability. Their investment can increase the local economy and provide more skilled jobs, and their expertise can help Indonesia to fulfill its specific defense needs. Indonesia itself offers lots of opportunities for foreign defense companies. We have large armed forces who need a large quantity of defense equipment. Our domestic defense industry already exists, and we offer lower production costs. The government itself already issues some laws as the legal basis for this market opportunity. However, Indonesia is still facing some challenges in attracting foreign companies. Low defense budget makes us not attractive enough for them. Our foreign policy makes export licenses of some high-tech equipment hard to get. We are experiencing a stagnation in technology advancement and workforce, and the profit for setting up local facilities is not guaranteed yet. But it's still possible if the governments put more commitment into the defense sector, has flexible investment options, offers tax incentives, and the guarantee purchase by the Ministry of Defense. That's it for today. Why we should allow foreign defense companies to operate in Indonesia, its challenges, and how to attract them. What companies would you really want to see operating in Indonesia? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching everyone. I'll see you in the next one.